Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope all of you are doing good. I welcome you in this session of Enable program, and the topic that we have selected for today's class is Newton laws of motion. Why I have selected this topic? Because this is the ongoing topic in the regular classes also, and hope that you are attending the regular classes also. So now in this class, we are going to do some problem solving based on the various numerical schemes in various competitive exams. This class is not specific to JEE, not specific to NEET, and not specific to any specific competitive exam. It's for all the examination. ठीक है ना? So we have selected the problems across all the examination, all the competitive examination that would be happening after 12th or during 12th. So here is the first question that the Newton laws of motion we have discussing. This question is from NEET 2024, as you can see. A box of mass 5 kg is pulled by a cord up along a frictionless plane inclined at 30 degree with the horizontal. The tension in the cord is 30 Newton. The acceleration of the block is. Okay. So simple. I'll give you the brief of this problem and then I'll give you some time to solve it down. Suppose this is a block of 5 kg weight and it is being pulled over with the help of this cord in which we are experiencing a tension of 30 Newton. Then what is the acceleration of the block? We have to find out acceleration. So I'm giving you 1 minute to solve this question, and after that I'll be helping you out. Now try to solve it. Okay, I hope that you have tried this question. Now let's just try to solve it now. Okay, am I audible to both of you? Okay, Praveen has answered. Very good, Praveen. Let me see that this is the correct answer or not. This is the block that we are having, and the weight of the block is 5 kg. So definitely there will be a downward force of weight which is 5g acting. Now inclination is also 30 degree given to us. So this component of weight force will be mg cos 30 degree. And in this direction, there will be a component of force mg sine 30. Now on the left hand side, if you will see, on the right hand side, there will be a tension in the string and that is up to 30 Newton. This is the 30 Newton force. What is this mg sine 30? So mg sine 30 will become 5 into 10 into sine 30 will be 1 by 2. It is 25 Newton. Which means on this block, there are two forces are acting, which is 25 Newton and one is 30 Newton. Okay. So net force will be in the upward direction, will be along the inclined in the upward way. But that force should be 5 Newton only, the sum of these forces. So we know according to the Newton laws of motion, F is equals to ma. F is nothing but the F net. So it would be written as 30 minus 25. Mass is 5 kg, acceleration. Now this is 5a. So A here will become 1 meter per second square. So option D is the correct one. Very good, Praveen. Keep it up. Very good. Very good, Rohit. Keep it up, guys. Let's just try to solve this one. A horizontal force 10 Newton is applied to a block A. And if you are having any doubt, you can unmute yourself because as of now, Only you two are there, so you can unmute yourself and then ask any doubt if you are having in this chapter. So a horizontal force 10 Newton is applied to a block A as shown in figure. The mass of block A and B are 2 kg and 3 kg respectively. The block slides over a frictionless surface. The force exerted by a block A on block B. So this is simply the problem of contact forces. And I have told you that how many contacts are there, that much amount of normal reaction forces will be there. ठीक है ना, जितने कांटेक्ट होंगे उतना कांटेक्ट फोर्स होगा. तो एक कांटेक्ट ये होगा, एक ये हो गया, एक ये हो. तो यहाँ पे तीन तरह की नॉर्मल रिएक्शन आपको देखने को मिलेगी. ठीक है. अब देखो कैसे सोल्व करेंगे. सबसे पहले एफबीडी बनाना चाहिए ब्लॉक ए का. आप लोग भी सोल्व करो मेरे साथ ही. ब्लॉक ए का जैसे ही मैं एफबीडी बनाऊंगा, तो देयर विल बी ए फोर्स इन दिस डायरेक्शन विच इज 10 न्यूटन. And due to this contact force, the normal reaction will be acting like this. This will be the normal reaction on A, and this will be the normal reaction on B. So this would act in the left direction, which is, let's say, N1. Downside में there is a force of 2G, which is the weight force, and upward side there is a normal reaction N dash, let's say, and it will become N dash is equals to 2G. Okay, that is the simple thing. Now what we are going to do here, as of now, we will see that this force, this contact force, is the internal force that we are having. Okay, and this is the horizontally applied external force. So this whole mass A and mass B will travel in this direction, we know that. So what we can do, we can assume it as a system. Why we are doing so, I would let you know. First of all, we will assume it as a system. So in this system, there is a combined block, we can say this is a combined block of 5 kg weight, and this will experiencing a 10 Newton external force. So what is the acceleration of this block will be 10. F is equals to ma, 5 into a. So acceleration will become 2 meter per second square. Because why we haven't counted this internal reaction? Because these are the internal forces. These are balanced out. This is equals to this. So they will play no role in this. So यहाँ पर हमें acceleration मिल चुका है. अब ब्लॉक ए भी 2 मीटर पर सेकंड से एक्सेलरेट कर रहा है, एंड ब्लॉक बी भी सेम एक्सेलरेट कर रहा है. अब हम अगर अलग अलग एफबीडी ड्रॉ करें इन दोनों ब्लॉक्स की, तो ब्लॉक ए पे एक नेट फोर्स इस डायरेक्शन में एक्सेलरेशन कितना आएगा, 2 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर. तो मुझे पता है कि ये 10 is in the direction of acceleration, we have to take it at positive, minus n1 is in the opposite direction of acceleration. So 10 minus n1 is the net force, and net force is equals to mass into acceleration. अब एक्सेलरेट कौन कर रहा है, ब्लॉक ए कर रहा है. तो ब्लॉक ए का मास, ब्लॉक ए का एक्सेलरेशन. So 10 minus 4 is equals to n1. So from here n1 will be 6 Newton, and this n1 will be same experienced by block B also. ठीक है ना. So block A and block B will experience the same force. n1 is equals to 6 Newton. So option C is the correct answer. ठीक है. Now this one. If F is equals to F is equals to 2 I cap plus j cap minus k cap, and R vector is equals to 3 I cap plus 2 j cap minus 2 k cap, then the scalar and vector product of F vector and R vector have the magnitude respectively. देखो नीट का क्वेश्चन, कितना इजी क्वेश्चन है. इफ यू नो द स्केलर एंड वेक्टर प्रोडक्ट, देन यू कैन इजीली कैलकुलेट आउट. Now dot product is simpler with respect to the cross product. So dot product will give you what, work done. F dot R is nothing but the work done. ठीक है. So just have to multiply the component of it. ठीक है. You want to try it, solve it down. Just multiply the same component with their sign, because if you multiply k cap with I cap dot product, it will ultimately become 0. We know that vector A dot vector B will become what? Vector A dot vector B will be A B cos of theta. Okay, this A and B are the magnitude of this. So if you place K and I, K vector dot I vector, तो k वेक्टर का मैग्नीट्यूड, k कैप का मैग्नीट्यूड, i कैप का मैग्नीट्यूड cos थीटा. Now k cap is the unit vector of z direction, I cap is the unit vector of x direction. तो x and z एक्सिस में कितना एंगल हुआ? 90 डिग्री. So this will become cos 90. So k and this will become 1 into 1. Cos 90 will become 0. So k vector dot I vector is 0. And rest for the others also. Whenever the unit vectors are different and they have multiplied in dot manner, the product of that will be 0. ठीक है, resultant will be 0. Got it? आया सभी को समझ में? अब देखो f डॉट r मीन्स 2 into 3 which becomes 6 plus j cap plus 2 j cap, so 2 into 1 will become 2 plus 2. This is minus 1 in multiplication of this k cap. Minus 1 multiplied by minus 2 will become again plus 2. So 6 plus 2 will become 10. So dot product का magnitude is 10. So we can say we can filter out two option, option A and option D. So 2 and root 2 will definitely be the resultant of cross product. Now cross product we have to find out f vector cross r vector will be, it will be written in the determinant form. First row will be I cap, j cap, k cap. Second row will be the coefficient of f, like this, 2 I cap, 2, 1 j cap, so 1, minus 1. And the coefficient of r vector will be this, 3, 2, minus 2. Now, just expand it. So we know that to expand it, hide this row and this column of I cap. So 1 into 2 minus 2 will become minus 2. 2 into minus 1 become minus 2 plus 2, because this will be expanded like this. First product minus second product. So first product then minus second product, and it is ultimately coming out as minus. So minus minus will become plus. Then the second we will take as negative, minus j cap. Hide that row and that column. Then multiply 2 minus 2 will become minus 4. 3 minus 1 become minus 3, but already there is minus, so it will become plus 3 plus k cap. So this k cap, 2 to the 4 minus 3, 4 minus 3. So if you will see here, it will become, this will become 0. 4 minus 3 will become minus 1. So minus and minus will become plus again. J cap plus k cap. Okay. You just have to take the magnitude of it. So 1 square plus 1 square, 1 is the coefficient of j, and this one is the coefficient of k. So 1 square plus 1 square will become 2. 2. So 10 root 2 is the resultant, or the magnitude of resultant of cross product, dot product and cross product in this question. Okay? Easy to understand. Now let's just move to the next one. Any kind of doubt will be appreciated. Huh? Any kind of doubt you can ask. Got it? Okay, okay, very good, right. What about you, Praveen? You are also having any doubt? Okay, let me know. So this question is from KCET examination. ठीक है? Okay, Praveen, thank you. अगर आप लोग ऐसे रेस्पॉन्स करते रहे तो कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है फिर तो. An object with a mass 5 kg is acted upon by a force F is equals to minus 3 I cap minus 4 J cap. If its initial velocity at t is equals to 0 is v, 3 I cap plus 12 J cap meter per second, the time at which it will just have a velocity along y-axis. So we have to calculate the time at which it will just have the velocity along a y-axis. So first of all, देखो, if it have a velocity along y-axis, which means the component of velocity along x-axis would be 0, which means whatever the force is acting in the x direction, it will be opposite to the velocity. The acceleration that would be acting in the x direction, that would be the opposite of the velocity. That's how it's going to be 0. Hmm? That's how it's going to be 0. So if you will see here, f of x, we can say minus 3 Newton. Hmm? This is this is f of x. This is f of y. So f of x will become minus 3 Newton. We can further write it as m into a of x, which means acceleration ka component in x direction, minus 3. Now mass is given as 5, so ax we can say is nothing but 3 by 5 meter per second square. Now velocity, initially we know that the component of velocity in x direction is 3, and we have to calculate the time when it will just have a velocity along y-axis, which means we have to calculate the time when this vx will become 0. So we can say that vx equals to ux minus ax into t. Why I'm using this equation? Because the acceleration that is coming out is uniform, so I can apply these equations. Now Vx we have to make 0, so we will put Vx is equals to 0 because we want the velocity in y-axis. So finally the velocity along x-axis will become 0. Ux, if you will see, is nothing but 3 minus Ax will be minus, देखो, if you have taken minus here, so you do not need to put minus over here. Okay, you can take it plus. But if you haven't placed minus here, so you have to take minus here. Okay, na? So it's pretty much understood. 3 minus 3 by 5 into t. Got it? We can take this 3 this side. So it will become minus 3 minus 3 by 5 into t. This minus and minus 3 will cancel out. So time that is coming out as 5 seconds is that time when the component along y-axis, when this velocity is having the component only along the y-axis. Okay, because simply if we will see that negative component are there, which means it will be a retarding case. This motion is retarding, deaccelerating. So 5 seconds is the correct answer. Any doubt? If it is, you can ask. Now this question is from VIT triple E, that like in the already I have told you in the beginning of this class that question will be a variety of question there from different examination. So you will get the glimpse of examination, how the question is being framed, how the question is being asked from the Newton laws of motion. Now three block of mass M1, M2 and M3 are connected by massless string as shown in on a frictionless table. They are pulled with a force T3 is equals to 40 Newton. If M1, M2 and M3 masses are also given, the tension T2 will be. देखो, it would be very simple to calculate what would be the value of T2. ठीक है, देखो, whatever be the value of T2 experienced by M3, same will be the value experienced by M2. Hmm? Because T2 will be an internal reaction. Same goes for T1. Got it? So here if you will see, T3 is 40 Newton. Got it? Now, if you draw the FBD of M3, if you draw the FBD of M3, it will be having T3 in this side, T2 on the other side. If you draw the FBD of M2, I'm just giving you the idea. T2 will be on this side, T1 will be on this side. Okay. Now, if you draw the FBD of M1, there will be only T1 force, which means ultimately, if you will see, there is a net force coming out in the forward direction, and that's why the system will accelerate. Okay. The system will accelerate. So what to do? We can see that T2 is in between M2 and M3. T1 is in between M1 and M2. So these are the internal reaction we can count. These are the internal reaction. So if I combine this as a system, this whole picture as a system. So this T1 and T2 will be vanish out because they will behave as an internal force and they will not count. So only T3 will be there and it is acting as external force. So we can say that T3 is the net force is equals to mass into acceleration of the system. This mass is also comprises of M1, M2 and M3 because we have assumed this 3 as a system. So it will become 10 plus 8 plus 2 into acceleration. Now T3 will be 40 Newton. 10 plus 8 will be 18 plus 2 is 20 into A. So acceleration will become 20 meter per second square. This is the value of acceleration. Got it? Now, why we have calculated acceleration? अब ऐसा नहीं है कि we can ignore it कि नहीं acceleration तो नहीं होगा. If situations are there, the acceleration must be there. Now, if you will see that only M3 you have to take, M3 you will take. It will be also accelerating with 20 meter per second in the forward direction. There will be a force of T3 and this will be having on this side it will be having T2. So the net force it is experienced by is T3 minus T2 is equals to mass of this block M3 into acceleration of this block. T3 minus T2, अब T3 का वैल्यू तो मुझे पता ही है, this is 40 Newton minus T2 we have to calculate. M3 is nothing but 2 kg. So this is 2 into acceleration would be 20. ठीक है? Got it? अब according to this situation, if you will see it, what if I am doing something wrong or not? Everything is fine, na? The net external force is T3 here. They are pulled with the force of T3. Okay, this is the net external force. That will be 40 Newton. Some of the forces are 10, 18, or 20. Okay, so acceleration would be 20 into 2. Oh, okay. This will not be 20. Yeah. You guys are not paying attention. Yeah, huh? This will be 2 meter per second square. No? So M3 here will become M3 is 2 kg. Acceleration is also 2 kg. So T2 here will become what? देखो, T2 will come this side, so it will become positive. 4 will come this side, so become negative. 40 minus 4, which is 36 Newton. Only you have to analyze one block. Okay. So T3, sorry, T2 will be 36 Newton. Option D is the correct. क्लियर है बात सभी को? कोई डाउट है इस क्वेश्चन में? प्रवीण, रोहित, कोई डाउट है भाई आपको? Any doubt? Let me know in the chat box if you are having one and if this question is clear to you. Now solve this one. This one you have to try by yourself. ठीक है ना? I'm giving you 2 minutes to solve this question and then afterwards I'll solve it. Only 1 minute is remaining, guys. Try to solve it down. Okay. So let's just get started with this question. Along this question, firstly, I want to introduce something in front of you, and do note it down because after that it will not be visible to you. And that thing is लामीज थ्योरम. ये बहुत ज्यादा इफेक्टिव टेक्निक है, बहुत ही ज्यादा इफेक्टिव थ्योरम टू ब्रेक द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट प्रॉब्लम इनटू द इजीएस्ट वन. ठीक है. लामीज थ्योरम क्या कहता है? इफ देयर आर three there are forces acting on the same line, acting on the same point, and these forces are concurrent. concurrent मतलब which is passing through the same point. और वही मैंने लाइन यहाँ भी लिखा दी है, तो आप ऐसे रख सकते हो इसे. Okay. Then suppose these are the forces, let's say F1, F2 and F3, and the angle between these two forces is alpha, beta and gamma. So according to Lami's theorem, which we can say that F1 upon the angle between other two forces, sine gamma, sine of angle of between other two forces, F2 upon angle between other two forces, sine alpha, F3 upon sine beta will be a constant quantity. Got it? Will be a constant quantity. Suppose there are two forces, three forces which is acting. Let's say F1, which is having 6 Newton magnitude, F2 having 10 Newton magnitude, and F3 having 20 Newton magnitude. Angle between them is 30 degree, 120 degree, and 60 degree. Then we can say, let's say F2 is unknown. You can make this question, make this behave as a question. So F1 upon sine 30, the angle between other two forces, will be equals to, we know the unknown force is F2. F2 upon angle of sine between other two angles, between other two forces. So F1 we already know 6 Newton, sine 30 is 1 by 2. F2 we know, F2 we don't know, F2 we have to calculate. Sine 60 will be root 3 by 2. This and this will cancel out. So we can say F2 will definitely be 6 root 3 Newton. Otherwise, what the other methods to do so? You have to resolve the forces into two suitable direction. Okay, and then you have to calculate the component of the resultant. You have to mark it as like this. Okay, so this is the important theorem you can say for question solving. important for क्वेश्चन सॉल्विंग। ठीक है, आई होप कि आपने इस पे स्क्रीनशॉट वगैरह ले लिया होगा। यू हैव नोटेड डाउन और नॉट एवरीवन? रोहित, प्रवीण, हैव यू नोटेड डाउन? यस एंड नो? बताओ भाई, नोट कर लिया? ओके, रोहित एंड प्रवीण, ओके, 1 minute, टेक योर टाइम, लेट मी नो व्हेन इट्स डन। ओके 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 रोहित, ठीक है। नाउ जस्ट ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन ऑफ जेईई विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट थ्योरम। ठीक है, यहाँ पे भी हमें तीन ही फोर्सेस गिवन है। देखो, इजीली वी कैन सी only three forces are there and the point is same. This F is also applied in the same point, T1 is also applied on the same point, T2 is also applied on the same point. Okay, so we can say that there is a force F, this is force F, this is T1 and this is T2 in the downside. ठीक है, अब देखो T2 नीचे की तरफ हो गया ऊपर की तरफ, that is also a question. देखो, we know that we are pulling this string in the downward direction, so string will pull this system in the upward direction. But if you will see, this is the weight force. T2 is nothing but, by if you draw the FBD of this 1 kg block, this is 1 kg. Upward side में there is tension T2, down side में there is weight 1 into G. So definitely T2 would be equals to G. तो mg डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में है, ये हमारे लिए ज्यादा सूटेबल है। तो T2 और mg तो इक्वल ही हुआ ना, विच इज इक्वल्स टू 10 न्यूटन पर 10 न्यूटन ओनली। ठीक है, अब देखो तीन फोर्सेस है हमारे पास। फर्स्ट इज F, second one is this, which is nothing but 10 Newton mg, and this is T1. This angle is given to you as 45 Newton. ठीक है ना? अब देखो ये एंगल कितना होगा भाई, ये एंगल 90 हुआ, तो F और T1 के बीच का एंगल मुझे पता चल गया कितना, 135। सिमिलरली ये एंगल भी कितना है, 90 डिग्री। ठीक है, ये एंगल कितना है, इन दोनों के बीच में भी एंगल पता चल गया 90 डिग्री। अब सिर्फ ये एंगल मेरे पास नहीं है, ये एंगल भी इजीली निकाल सकते हैं। ये टोटल एंगल कितना है, 180 डिग्री। 180 में से सिर्फ 45 माइनस करेंगे तो ये आ जाएगा, यानी 135 डिग्री इज दिस एंगल। अप्लाई द लामीज थ्योरम। सो unknown forces is F, known forces is 10, so we have to make the equation between F and this। अगर मैं F को इन्वॉल्व करूंगा तो डेफिनेटली ये एंगल आएगा, क्योंकि F के सामने ये एंगल है। तो वी कैन से दैट F अपॉन साइन 135। क्लियर है, इसमें तो कोई डाउट नहीं है ना। F अपॉन साइन 135 is equals to 10 upon, because this is the known force, 10 upon angle between other two force, which is F and T। तो angle is something but sin 135। ठीक है, this and this will cancel out, F is equals to 10। देखो कितना इजी हो गया यहाँ से क्वेश्चन सोल्व कर। द ऑप्शन बी इज द करेक्ट वन, और ये जेई मेन का क्वेश्चन है ना। वेरी गुड रोहित, कितना इजी हो गया ना लामी थ्योरम की मदद से। अदरवाइज आप कैसे करते, you resolve this T1 into two component, T1 cos 45, T1 sin 45। Then we will equate that T1 sin 45 equals to this T2 which is equals to mg and F is equals to T1 cos 45. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मुझे T1 का वैल्यू निकालना पड़ता और फिर वहां से मैं F को इक्वेट करके ये वैल्यू निकाल. तो why to do so if we have the theorem? So use these theorem. Anytime if you will see these types of problem, just apply these theorem. Now this one, अब देखो ये पुली वाला क्वेश्चन. A light unstretchable string, which is nothing but the ideal string, passing over a smooth light pulley. A smooth light pulley यानी कि ideal pulley connects two blocks of masses m1 and m2. If the acceleration of the system is g by 8, then the ratio of masses m2 by m1 is. तो क्या बोल रहा है भाई, एक मेरे पास पुली है, दिस इज द पुली. टू ब्लॉक्स ऑफ मासेस m1 एंड m2 को कनेक्ट करती है. ये मेरे पास m1 है और ये मेरे पास m2. ठीक है. इफ द एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ द सिस्टम, मतलब टोटल सिस्टम का एक्सेलरेशन इज g बाई 8, यानी इसका भी g बाई 8 है. मैंने m2 को ऊपर की तरफ जाते हुए मान लिया और m1 को नीचे की तरफ, क्योंकि दोनों तो ऊपर या दोनों नीचे तो नहीं आ रहे होंगे. वन इज हैवियर देन अदर एंड m1 इज ऑल्सो g बाई 8. अब आप ये बोलोगे कि एक्सेलरेशन तो सिस्टम का गिवन है, आपने इंडिविजुअल का कैसे अज्यूम कर लिया? अरे भाई ये पुली भी तो फिक्स्ड है ना, और ये जो स्ट्रिंग है वो भी क्या है. अगर पुली मासलेस है और फिक्स्ड है तो एक्सेलरेशन दोनों साइड का इक्वल हो. तो इसलिए इसका भी जी बाई 8 और इसका भी जी बाई 8. अब देखो अगर आप एफबीडी बनाओ m2 की, m2 अपवर्ड साइड में देयर विल बी अ टेंशन एंड दैट टेंशन विल रिमेन सेम ऑन दिस साइड, बिकॉज एक ही स्ट्रिंग से कनेक्ट किया हुआ है और वो स्ट्रिंग भी कैसी है, अनस्ट्रेचेबल है एंड आइडियल है. तो टेंशन विल बी सेम ऑन बोथ साइड. तो अपवर्ड साइड में देर इज टेंशन, डाउन साइड में देर विल बी अ m2g weight force. The system is moving up, this block is moving up, we can say g by 8 acceleration is there. So whatever the force present in the direction of acceleration, we will take at positive and other forces as negative, and then equals to mass of the system which is m2 into acceleration which is g by 8. So here we can say t minus m2g is equals to m2g by 8. Equation 1. Similarly, draw the FBD for. Yeah, answer was B. For the previous question, answer was B. Rohit, answer was B, na? I have told. Now, on this system, M1 is also experiencing tension force in the upward direction. Downward side, mein, there will be M1 into G. Acha, this question, we are solving it, na? We are solving it. Just a second, we are solving it. G by 8. Okay. Up down side mein there will be another equation which we can say m1g, because m1g is in the direction of acceleration, so we will take it positive, minus t m1g by 8. This is equation number 2. Now add them, so tension will be cancel out, so you can say that m1g minus m2g will be equals to m1 plus m2 into g by 8. ये मेरे पास इक्वेशन है. अब देखो मुझे किसका रेशियो चाहिए, m2 बाई m1 चाहिए. तो मैं दोनों साइड से m1 को कॉमन ले लिया, तो यहाँ क्या बचा, m1g अगर मैंने कॉमन लिया तो यहाँ बचा 1 माइनस m2 बाई m1, और यहाँ बना m1 इंटू 1 प्लस m2 बाई m1. दिस इज ऑल्सो g बाई 8. g and g will also cancel out, m1 and m1 will also cancel out. So here we have 1 minus m2 by m1, 1 minus m2 by m1 equals to 1 plus, or we can multiply 1 by 8, so it will become 1 by 8 m2 by m1 into 1 by 8. ठीक है. अब देखो क्या करेंगे, m2 by m1 को इस तरफ लिया, 1 by 8 को इस तरफ. 1 minus 1 by 8 is equals to m2/m1 we can take common 1/8 + 1. तो ये क्या हुआ देख, 8 - 1 विच इज 7/8, और इधर हुआ 9/8, m2/m। तो 8 and 8 will cancel out, तो m2/m1 is coming out as 7/9। ठीक है, क्लियर है? कुछ गड़बड़ की क्या भाई? 7/9, 9/7 गिवन है ना? एनी इशू दैट वी हैव डिड? आंसर इज सी। हाँ, या आंसर इज सी, बट इट इज कमिंग ऑपोजिटली ना। It should be coming out as 9/7, 7/9, 9/7. It should be coming out. It is m2/m1. See the calculation once again. T minus m2g is equals to m2g/8. T minus m1g - t, m1g/8. Okay, T and T will cancel out. So m1g minus, we're adding them. So m1g minus m2g. Okay, and this will be m2g/8 plus m1g/8. ठीक है, यहाँ से g/8 हमने कॉमन लिया, m1 plus m2, and this will be m1g minus m2g. Now we have take common m1, तो ये बनेगा 1 minus m2/m1, यहाँ भी 1 plus m2/m1. g and g will cancel out, m1 and m1 will cancel out. Now this is the whole equation we are having. 1 minus m2/m1 is equals to 1/8 plus m2/m1 into 1/8. ठीक है, ये भी सही है. 1 minus 1/8 we have taken, and this m2/m1 will become plus here. 1/8 plus 1, 9/8. This is m2/m1, 9/8, and this is 1 minus 1/8, 7/8. Oh, maybe some typical error there will be there. 7/9 is the correct answer. Yeah, reciprocal is there. No, 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 रोहित, एक्चुअली क्या हुआ ना, देखो यहाँ पे रेशियो पूछा है m2/m1 का, बट ये रेशियो तो हमने m2/m1 का ही कैलकुलेट किया ना, 7/9। ये तो m2/m1 ही पूछा है इसमें, तो 7:9 आना चाहिए था। m2/m1 ही पूछा हुआ है, वो तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ। ये m1/m2 विल बिकम 9/7, बट द रेशियो इज बीन आस्क्ड फॉर m2/m1। ओके, मे बी ये टाइपिंग एरर हो गया होगा, नो वरीज। ठीक है, कंसेप्चुअल वाइज वी आर ओके ना, वी आर राइट, डोंट वरी। ओके, चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं। हेलो तन्मय, बेटा अभी क्यों ज्वाइन किया आपने? अभी तो 5 मिनट है बस क्लास में, 5 मिनट के बाद ज्वाइन करते हैं। चलो ये क्वेश्चन बताओ भाई। अ प्लेयर कोट अ क्रिकेट बॉल ऑफ मास 150 ग्राम। मास ऑफ द बॉल, जल्दी जल्दी से इस क्वेश्चन को करते हैं। मास ऑफ द बॉल इज 150 ग्राम। किलोग्राम में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो 0.15। बाद में कन्वर्जन नहीं करना चाहिए, स्टार्टिंग में ही कर लेना चाहिए। ठीक है, टू सेव योर टाइम। मूविंग एट a स्पीड ऑफ 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड, तो वेलोसिटी ऑफ द बॉल इज 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड। if the catching process completing in time 0.1, so delta t यानी time interval is given as 0.1 second. What is the magnitude of force exerted by the ball on the hand of the player? तो simply ये impulse के बारे में पूछ रहा है आपसे, but we know that force exerted is nothing but delta p by delta t. डेल्टा p को क्या लिख सकते हैं? p final minus p initial by delta। यहाँ तक क्लियर है सभी? अच्छा, अब देखो, जैसे ही ये जो बॉल है, ये जो प्लेयर है उसके हाथ में आई होगी, तो बॉल का मोमेंटम कितना रहा होगा? जब उसने कोलाइड किया हाथ के साथ, तो बॉल के पास कुछ वेलोसिटी थी, लेकिन 0.1 सेकंड बाद वो तो रेस्ट में आ गई होगी ना, बॉल विल कम इनटू रेस्ट, तो फाइनल मोमेंटम विल बी जीरो। तो जीरो माइनस पी इनिशियल विल बी इनिशियल मास, सॉरी मास विल बी सेम एंड वेलोसिटी ऑफ द बॉल डेल्टा टी विल बी 0.1। अब मास कितना है बॉल का, -0.15 एंड वेलोसिटी कितनी है 20, दिस इज ऑल्सो 0.1। ठीक है, अब देखो इस पॉइंट से इस पॉइंट को कैंसिल करेंगे तो कितना होगा बताओ, ये हो जाएगा 1.5 इंटू 2 डिवाइडेड बाई 0.1, सो सिंपली इट विल बी 15 इंटू 2, कैन वी से सो। देखो -0.15 था, इसके पॉइंट्स हटाने के लिए नीचे 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे। ओके वेरी गुड, नीचे 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे और नीचे 0.1 था तो ऊपर 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, तो ये विल बिकम, दिस विल बिकम लाइक दिस इज नथिंग बट 15 इंटू 2 20 डिवाइडेड बाई 10, 1010 विल कैंसिल आउट, सो 30 न्यूटन। अब देखो ये माइनस में आएगा, नेगेटिव मतलब कि ये जो फोर्स है वो इतना इम्पल्स उसने इम्पार्ट किया प्लेयर के हैंड पे, तो दैट्स व्हाई इट्स कमिंग आउट नेगेटिव। इससे कोई टेंशन वाली बात नहीं है, इतना फोर्स लगाया प्लेयर ने बॉल को रोकने के लिए, तो 30 न्यूटन इज द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ दैट, दैट्स व्हाई इट्स आस्किंग फॉर द मैग्नीट्यूड। ठीक है, so that is it for today's class. If you have any kind of doubt in this session, you can ask me right now, otherwise the question is being over. Thank you so much for being attentive and being responsive. Bye bye, take care.